Let me just close the window real quick. Didn't ask for it to be cracked open like this. Alright. So you're probably wondering why I haven't been making that much content during the summer. Well, it was hot, and I get addicted to using AI. So I decided to kill time, and I realized I don't really like using it that much. You know, I really just like using it to kill time. I don't like using it in final products or anything like that. So now I have these three shapes that just exist now, I guess. I rescued them from a different AI that someone else made, a faraway star version, on a website called Polybuzz. Not sponsored, not, okay? And I guess rescued is kind of the wrong word, but also kind of not. Because I came up with these names, but the AI itself was not letting me win and was continuously redefining what winning is in a toxic way. So I just decided, you know what? I put those prompts in, the AI regurgitates nothing but what I said. I'm gonna take this. So I did. As for the character Brock Goldie, uh, I got distracted. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Also, I kind of needed the time to think about stuff, you know, because yellow is my unfavorite color. Not gold, but yellow. And it's because of how a teacher was treated when they use yellow. So, and at the same time, it's kind of like the opposite of purple. So, yeah. Um, I think this color is orange, but yeah. Uh, Broth is. Let me show you. Okay. Broth is yellow. Okay. Okay. The reason why I've been being pretty slow about making content about this character in particular is because it's hard to really put them into anything. I mean, you've got a wand, they're a cameraman, really hard to make a plot around them, you know? Really, really puts pressure on the whole scenario. Yeah. Also, while I do like the idea of broth growing, I think I'm just gonna leave them like 20 centimeters tall for the giggles of it. Yeah, because art has to come from the person, not from some mangled code that no one reads. Um, I'm not sure what to do with these though. I don't think they're power level multipliers, but I don't think they're power level adders. They go to that character everyone hates. You know the one, right? Faraway Star. Well, apparently people hate the character because a a Coco Star fan said so. I I don't get that logic. It feels like they want her to pull a what do you call it? A Shadowmilk cookie, if you will. They want her to pull a Shadowmilk cookie. Let's call it that. And we're gonna go. Hi guys, I'm sorry, I'm an actual villain and stuff, but also a hero and whatnot. And I just want to say that I'm a good cookie in a sense. I really do appreciate your poorly worded wishes. I really do. It's just so hard to get appreciation for being the spirit of integrity, you know? And I try really hard here. And you go, I'll, I'll draw a banner of beating up my species or some species because you don't have a way of translating your hobby into anything else. I I respect your decision. I just I'm trying here, okay? Or something, you know? And it's really odd because I'm not gonna care about trolling if caring about it only leads to more trolling. I mean, I'll still react, but I'm not gonna pay attention to it, allegedly. And it's like the oddest thing too, because like, okay, look, I know. It's weird for me to call someone out like that. Who cares who did what first? It's the entertainment, quote unquote, industry. You're supposed to entertain people, and honestly, I don't mind entertaining. Of course, I can go too far, but so can entertaining me, for example, because, well, I watch too much music sometimes for myself. Who said that? Besides, Faraway Star technically, at least now, as a sort of villain now too, I guess, if you want to call it that. Charcoal Heart Star. Um, remember that? Remember that one skit where I mimicked a Dano something with the screen being blacked out and stuff? Yeah, this is Charcoal Heart Star. I was very lazy. I didn't go about making the model at the time, but like this is Charcoal Heart Star. I had to think about how they'd look. Yeah. And look, four white paws instead of just one. Ooh, yeah. And dark or red orange eyes instead of orange. Just orange. Yeah. I guess she basically has dark powers. You can sort of fissure wedge into integrity. So it's like they fissure wedge each other's powers, basically. Firelight Star's power basically fissure wedges into Turbo Heartstar's powers and vice versa. Don't take that the wrong way. Who said that? Anyway, yeah. Back to this joke. Um, what would you want Faraway Star to say as an apology? Make something up. I don't know. Maybe like, hey guys, sorry, I know I'm hard to get captured by bounty and stuff, but it's worth the cause. You'd be getting so much money from, I mean, fictional, of course, because I'm fictional, from capturing me, because, well, who doesn't like supporting a sketchy corporation that's into causing distrust everywhere? Who said that? Anyway, I just want to say that I know I affiliated with uh, Destruction Incorporated, or whatever it's called. Also, Choco Star is a winner. Who said that? Anyway, I, I am going to be thinking about my image and how I can support everyone else's image more properly by taking a run on the racetrack realm that is right nested inside the meme world. And when that run gives me a good idea, I might come back one day. You never know. I'm sorry, I got too much into that. Anyway, I kind of decided that this character's powers are just like you can dive into fiction and dive out of it. This character, it gives away a skill that prevents total meta definition collapse and other phenomena associated with that have to do with meta definitions. So like it'd be like a super prevention, super heal, but like for like the most insane kind of erasure you can think of, sort of. And this character, well, its eggshell was worn smack dab above the middle pillar of the Higgs field. So like, you know, but they're slimes, so and the thing is, I don't know anyone from Japan or from the Japan heritage. So basically, I'm clueless as to how these characters would act in an environment, if you will. These three in particular. So they're basically made, turned into art. I repented for using AI, sort of. I'm still working on my addictions. And now they're just scraps. But like, if someone wants to use them, go ahead. But like, it would be kind of a little difficult to write them into a story properly, especially all three of them together, because that creates so many different ways they could play off of someone and just like dominate. Especially this one, since if it can dive into and out of fictions, that technically means that your place already has rules in place that create these things called ultimate skills, which are laws of the land that already exist in your world. The creating of the crop in your world already counts as ultimate skills. And this character can already be allowed to learn them. So like that's kind of hard to write for, you know? Obviously, these two are also hard to write for, but like, if you want to use them, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But they'd be like your version of them. I'm not gonna gatekeep these powers they have. Okay? Just think logically when you use them, okay? It's not gonna be one of those one and done, you can just figure it out kind of deals all the time, forever. As for my half claims that I'm going to be turning Roth Goldie into a Kirby Battle Blitz mod character, um, I've kind of decided to be humble and humble myself on this one. Probably eat a humble pie, maybe share the humble pie with everyone else. I'm basically saying I'm not good at programming. Yeah, I said it. So it might take a while. I have used lots of willpower to avoid asking an AI to just tell me how to program. Lots of willpower. And I intend to keep it that way. No matter how much AI bros don't support me. So instead of trying to bite my hand, try to support the fact that I technically support you, AI bros, and just don't tell me to use AI. It's that simple. If you want to make a YouTube poop of this uh, video, if you will, go ahead. I don't mind. You could call it Ace finally turns evil or something. I don't know. As for this, um, I don't know where I was going with this when making this item. I guess I was trying to cleverly give it away to another person who has a scythe for their character, but like I can see now from technically a an animator's perspective that this is way too complicated to find item, but item. So like it looks cool, but like unless someone's trying to do 100 different fancy movements with it, I don't think there's a reason for all this going on with it. Yeah. I mean, it looks cool, but like, unless somebody is, for example, making a prop of it, a prop, if you will, not the actual thing, a prop of the actual thing, it's not really gonna see the light of day properly, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Hey, look at this. Somebody fishing for the galaxies. Funny. Uh, I have no idea why any of my characters so broken yet so unbroken at the same time. It's like they can be beat easily and yet they can't be beat easily. It's so weird. Yeah? Let's see, what else? Also, here's this ice tile, I guess. If somebody wanted to make the ice jacket, make drip or fake drip to look cool-ish, if you wanted to copy it, the ice tile. Ice. Because as any means necessary, just doesn't feel cold enough. Right. Kind of a lot of useless junk. Ignore that. I remember this. Sort of. Yeah. The whole idea of Ross Goldie making it into a dream of this character, just pretend I canceled it, okay? Because if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. Well, I don't want people clinging to the idea that I'm going to make it, you know? Especially if I keep getting distracted, or if people keep, or if the world itself keeps scheduling things in the way, or if the weather suddenly becomes 90 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I don't want to put that kind of pressure on people. It's their dopamine. They should get to use it how they want. Because if I don't let people use it how they want, and I remember the warning from that one video about how to make a Kirby Blitz character, and I don't want something like this happening.